Hello, it's Stuart here, classical record collector and classical record dealer, and I'm going to do two things on this video. One is I'm going to unbox this. It's come through from eBay, an eBay seller bought this on eBay, and the other thing is I'm going to show you how I repair LP jackets. So let me just show you. First of all, let's just open this packet up. There we are. Be careful with the scissors so that I don't damage the contents. Let's have a look. I know roughly what it is. I've only two records outstanding. One still hasn't arrived after 2 weeks. I paid over £40 for Chung playing the Bach partitas, Partita number 2 and Sonata number 2. I'm annoyed that hasn't arrived. It's been 2 weeks. The seller sent it by standard second class parcel post. You know, for an extra 50p, he could have sent it by 48-hour track service. It would have been here by now. Parcel post can take long time, so I'm going to give that another week, and if it still doesn't arrive, I'm going to start a case and get a refund. Really foolish. He should have sent it by track service. I mean, I would send a £5 or a £10 record by standard service, but you know, we're talking about over £40 item. If I'm not going to lose anything. He could lose £40 out of this for the sake of that 50p. I paid £5 shipping. It should have been enough to cover the track service. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. It's well packed. I've got two stiffeners there. And by the way, I recycle all my packing materials that I get in. Okay, so he's taken the LP out of the jacket, which is a good practice. We've got a polythene sleeve here, which is always useful. And this is the record, Music of Kodai, on Decca. It's Decca SXL 6136. The jacket looks like it's an EX jacket, I would say. Just that's acceptable. It's not dirty at the back, which is really nice to see, and it's in fairly good condition at the front. Where the record comes out, there's a little bit of aging. That's to be expected. The only downside is somebody's written the number 13 twice. I don't know why they've done that, but that's not serious. It does reduce the value a bit, say by about £5, I would say. And there's been a price label which has been taken off, and it's left a bit of a white patch here. That's not something I would bother doing anything about. I don't think it looks sufficiently bad. The collector who buys this, if that collector wants to clean that up themselves and they've got a good solution to do it, I would probably put some water on that, let it soak in, and just gently rub, maybe with a sponge, or sort of pick gently with my fingernail. I don't know, just to get that off, but I won't do anything about that. So yeah, the record itself, it's in the original inner. That's nice to see, and it is an edition 1 label. It's got the logo at 12 o'clock, as you can see, the FS logo, original recording by. That's what you're looking out for. And yeah, I can see 1 or 2 light surface marks, but generally it looks very good. I mean, it looks like it's in an EX condition. I don't think those surface marks will sound. I will try it out, of course, but I think that they will be fine. I will say if you can lose them in the light, they'll probably be okay, and that is a general rule, which doesn't always work, but they look like surface wisps, as you could call it, as it's been taken out of the inner sleeve. So I'm pleased with that. Let's keep it in good condition, and let's return it to the polythene inner. I got this for a good price, actually, £6.50. I'm not so sure why it went for that. I think that's a little bit low, and I paid about £5 shipping, so £11 for that. I don't know. I think that's worth about £30 to £35, so I think I did okay there. Right, let's get on to the repair jobs I've got ahead of me. Okay, so I got this in Montrose. I did a video on it a few days ago, and it's not the original jacket, it's the second jacket. The jacket's in absolutely superb condition, nearly mint, frankly. Super condition. It's got a slight problem. The flaps come up. So how do you repair a flap? It's not surprising, because it's just gum that's been holding it down all these years, and that's not unusual at all. Well, I'll tell you how I repair it. I use this. Well, it's like Pritt, except I'm a cheapskate, so I bought the Tesco version. You know, it's like half the price. Frankly, I found it as good. So let me just show you what I do. I'm going to be very careful and just put a little bit down. Let me see if I can show you. So you take the Pritt, yeah, there it is, and you just very gently apply it. You can't really see what I'm doing here. I'm just applying it. You don't even have to apply it all the way. You need to get enough on, and then what I do is I then just hold it down like this for a sufficient amount of time, apply a bit of pressure, yeah, and actually that's stuck already, so that's going to be fine. And then there's the other side. I can do that one in next to no time at all, so I would recommend that. You've probably got Pritt in the household, so there's no need to go out and buy the Tesco version. Okay, so I've done that side as well. Being sure not to go too close to the record. Try and go closer to the edge, the outside edge, if you can. And I think that's fine. Just give it a bit of a squeeze and a bit of a push. That won't, and that's it. So, everything's fine with that now. That flap no longer opens up. So that one's repaired. That's good. What else have we got? Okay, right. I picked this up in a charity shop for £1. Lucky me, eh? Ritchie SXL 2279 original issue. This is the original, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. Of course, when I saw this in a charity shop, I thought straight away, that's going to be scratched. That is going to be in poor condition. The record, there's no way it's going to be a good condition. I was ready for that, but I got it out, and amazingly, there are 1 or 2 light marks. Got it home, played it. It's absolutely fine all the way through. It's not in near mint condition, but it's in the EX condition. It's good enough to get a really high price for. There's just one problem. You see that? Yep. So we've got a part of the jacket missing here in the bottom corner. Just there. What to do with that? Instead of being a £300 record, that's like 150 or 100. That is a serious fault. No collector is going to want to pay big money for that because the jacket's faulty. So what I'll do with that is, that can't be repaired. There's no point even doing any sort of remedial repair on that. So I'm protecting it for now. I'm not going to sell it. I'll keep it. And then one day, somebody on eBay will be selling a copy of this record in absolutely appalling condition. Scratched badly, poor minus or poor plus, virtually unplayable, but jacket is EX. Then I'll swoop in and I'll pay maybe 20 or 30 pounds for that record, get the jacket, and I'll pair it up with this, and I'll swap the jackets and sell the other one and try and get my money back, and I'll sell that for a top dollar price. So if you see this record selling in poor condition for about £20 or something, but with a good jacket, let me know. I'll be indebted to you. So yeah, I can't repair that. It just can't be repaired because the jacket, part of the jacket is actually missing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Right, this record here, it's not really worth a lot. I only sell this for about £6 or £8. It's Rachmaninoff with Ashkenazi. It's a digital LP, but I still like to try. It has got a slight issue with the jacket. It's actually no. It hasn't really got anything seriously wrong. No, there's another one I wanted to show you. This is the one. Yep, that's the one. I don't know if you can see in the corner there. Can you see in the corner? So that is that is damaged. I think you can see. I don't know what's happened to that. Maybe a dog's got hold of it at the corner or something. That's actually a bit of an issue. So I'll tell you what I do with that. Good old tape. What else can you do? You can't glue that, and you've got to stop it from getting any worse. So I take a bit of tape like that. I try to push it back as much as I can and just get the tape onto it, and then just protect it from getting any worse. What else can you do with it? And that's it. So that now stops it from getting any worse. The tape isn't really that noticeable, and that's all you can do. So anyway, Yeah, so the two materials that I use, one is standard sticky tape. I suppose on the flap sticking, some people would say I should use double-sided tape. Yeah, I could do, but I think Pritt works okay, and use tape for any kind of tears at the edge or anything that can be stuck back. Use as little tape as possible. And then if it's so badly damaged that there's a part of the jacket missing, there's nothing that can be done about it really. I did contemplate tidying it up by cutting away the ragged edge and then taking part of another jacket and pasting it in and trying to do that, but I don't really think that's a good idea. I don't think that's going to be much of a significant improvement, so I'll wait for a good jacket to come. Okay, that's all for now. If you've got any tips on how you repair jackets, let me know. Yeah, as for labels, I generally put a bit of water on, I let it soak in, and then eventually the label will come off. It will leave some gum behind, and then that can be kind of peeled away. You could put more water down to soften it up. So yeah, okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.